Pokemon Infinite Fusion recently had an update where they added a couple new Pokemon, such as Lycanroc, Altaria, and many more. One of which happened to be Palossand, and I just knew this little sandcastle was going to have some great custom fusions. So I thought, why not play through the game once more to see some of these amazing Palossand fusions in action? And trust me, you're gonna want to stay to see these. Some are adorable and some are just straight up sick. I also randomized the wild Pokemon to get plenty of custom fusions as well as the gym leader's type for a little extra fun. If you guys want to see more Infinite Fusion runs, go ahead and leave ideas for me in the comments. Necrozma fusions are amazing, so maybe I should do that next. So we start off our journey in our room, and of course I immediately am upset because I'm not at a beach scaring children with sandy gas. From there we're thrown into the professor's lab right away to choose our starter, and these were our options. Kabuto. No. Anorith. No. Axew. Axew's pretty good. The only one who has a custom sprite with Palossand is Anorith, so unfortunately we had to settle for him. But it wasn't too bad as this was his sprite. And it kind of turned into like a fossil again. It's pretty cool. With our first Sandy Gas fusions, I go ahead and take on Water, who doesn't have a custom sprite for his starter. Sucks to be a loser, Water. Also, I named him Water as he's our rival, and well, if sand is wet, it washes away. Yeah, I know, I'm a clever cookie. Now on Route 1, I did find a Beldum, and I tried to catch one, but it is insanely hard to catch a Beldum with just Pokeballs. And it killed Cinderace. It's a good thing that's not a Nuzlocke. So instead, I settled on this Mudkip to the right of Viridian, but let's be real, did I really settle? Mudkip is amazing. I also caught this Aaron, which doesn't have a custom sprite right now, but will when fully evolved. But it did have other sprites, like this black one. Pretty neat. What do we got? That is so cute. Ah yes, Sandykip. How could you ever get mad at this thing? And that wasn't the only starter I found before Brock. Charmander! Oh, that sprite looks good. One shake, two shake, no shake. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't have a custom sprite with Sandy Gas right now, but it did have this Gen 1 sprite, and I really appreciated this. All right, what is Brock gonna be randomized into? Gym Leader Brock specializing in Poison-type Pokemon. With Brock being a Poison-type Gym Leader, our sandy little creatures were off to a huge advantage. This is if he didn't lead with a flying Poison type. Well played, Brock. Well played. Overall, it was an easy gym, but these fusions sure were ugly. What is that? Oh my god. I take it back, the other one was beautiful. From here, I backtrack to Viridian Forest to catch this Venipede, as Whirlipede gets a custom fusion with Sandy Gas. Oddly enough, Scolipede gets no custom sprite at all. Over in Mount Moon, I caught a Cyndaquil, and this little guy has 3 customs with Sandy Gas. So cute. While I was here, I also caught the god that is Mareep, but we can't use it until it's fully evolved. And Cyndaquil did try to evolve, but since I can only use custom sprites, he will be staying a Cyndaquil for quite some time. Sorry, pal. Lilgma? Or Ligma. See, if you guys would just fuse with Palossands, you'd get the power you need. Right before Cerulean, a Gumi popped up, and as you can see, I was very excited that I caught it. And its alternative sprites were pretty funny. Pretty generic Sandy Gas fusion, but even the most generic ones are still great in my opinion. Now the same thing is done with Mudkip like Cyndaquil, as Marshtomp doesn't get a custom. Bummer, but it is what it is. From here we have a rival fight with Water, and this guy was no joke. His starters destroyed every single one of my Pokemon because he just happened to have Dragon Rage. Also, Sandy Gas evolved super late at level 42, so for a good chunk of the game, I was just losing fight after fight. Second time around was no better, so I just decided to put Venipede on the team and level it up to 22 to evolve into Whirlipede. In this way, we get this beautiful fusion who is way more powerful than anything I have right now due to no one being able to evolve. Now, something weird did happen on our third rival rematch. Why does he have 3 Pokemon? Why is this a triple battle? What? Yeah, I have no idea why this turned into a triple battle, but this made the fight significantly more easier, especially when it was a 2v1 against his ace, Axtops. With a little bit of luck with Poison and Sand Tomb, and him not consecutively using Dragon Rage, we can finally continue our journey. Now apparently the game set every battle to be a triple battle, and I have no idea how it did this. I know damn well I didn't go into the settings, but whatever. Oh gosh, that thing is adorable. Kinda looks like when Ash is upset. On the route above, I ended up finding a Tentacool to fuse with another one of our Sandy Gas. That's pretty cool. Sandy cool. That's pretty Sandy cool. We also ended up snacking a Sandy dude, and these names fit so good together. Misty was our next gym fight, and she was now a master in Ice-type Pokemon. Sandy Dude was a prime candidate for this gym, especially with Sturdy. That is, until Hopsel had Bullet Seed to ignore it. The good news was this was quad weak to fire, meaning Sandy Quill just ended up burning it to a crisp. How about next time, you pick a typing a little bit more different than your regular one? Trapinch doesn't have anything when it's fully evolved, however, its fusion right now is too good to not use it. And I'm not talking about that one. That is so unique. It's Quicksand, and the Trapinch is dying. I also love how Gibble's regular sprite is just the beta form. Sometimes I question what some of these artists are doing with their lives. What the f— Thankfully our third fight with water was a breeze, because I was gonna throw my controller if this was round 2 of what happened before. Oh crap, don't vomit. I know Sandy Gas is scary and all, but chill, you're only stressing him out more. Luckily Graveler had a custom sprite with Sandy Gas, as that gives us another mid-stager for more power. It looks like Graveler got buried alive and just came out of the sand. Up next was Lieutenant Surge, and this man was really in the military. He was not messing around. What? Bro, a Darkrai fusion off the bat? Are you trying to kill me? The good news was this was just a Zoroark. The bad news was that meant the Darkrai was his ace, and it was no joke. The thing's Uproar was super powerful, and I even managed to eat its Citrus Berry with Bug Bite, but it just wasn't enough to KO, and Roarai did indeed end up being my downfall. It sucks because we were so close too. Now for some reason, I guess because I used debug mode to teleport to the gym, I teleported to the wrong gym. So the once Dark-type Lieutenant Surge was no longer a Dark-type user. No, he was a completely different person. This is a different Lieutenant Surge, and this was so much easier. See what I mean? Bummer, but I guess I'm no longer teleporting inside these gyms, or anywhere. On the bright side, it let us see this thing, and now I'm going to have nightmares for the rest of the week. And it's funny because I didn't know what was happening in the moment, so the trainers I had already fought wanted to fight me again. And it just keeps getting weirder. What is happening? Is this like a reference? Did this turn into a ghost type gym? That was not the trainer that was here before. Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh reference? What is going on in this gym? Our next water fight was pretty cool. He had some really dope fusions. Just look at this buff Sableye. I ended up catching a Gardevoir, and I was not expecting that good of a fusion with Sandy Gas, but it wasn't too bad. A fairy type is always appreciated, but what's also appreciated is this Sandy Cruel fusion. I love the more unique ones. This is basically Toadscruel just taking a break in the sand. Check out this Poliwag and Onyx fusion. Whoever made this had their creative juices flowing that day. Now, although I won't use this Tyrunt fusion, you can't deny that making it just the skull and some sand is just perfection. From here we can go take on Giovanni, and he had some heaters. Whoa, that thing is sick. Maybe Skarmory fusions are the way to go, especially since this thing destroyed my entire team, leaving just Erica's Womtom to fend for itself. And let's just say it didn't have much to deal with these things, ultimately leading to a stalemate, driving me a little crazy. In the end, she struggled to death. Painful outcome. Why is it a single battle now? It was just a double battle. Don't know why that happened, but either way, this made this way more easier. From here, we find out that Erica is now a grass gym leader. Wait, she's already a grass gym leader. Come on, Erica, this has happened to me like once before. Anyways, I needed more power if I was going to defeat her. There we go. Oh, he's holding a shovel. Typhgast. Blue on Typhlosion looks amazing, dude. This battle was actually closer than I would have liked it to be, thanks to this Haunter and Shadow Ball. Nice. Oh my god. Sandy Crew's my only hope. Okay. Okay, we're chilling. With that, it was just a 1v1. Missed. It didn't go. Slow this down. He missed again. You are cruel, Sandy Cruel. Sandy Cruel really came in clutch for that fight. I love that this Espeon is just wearing Ammonite's shell as a hat. That Ammonite must feel pretty violated right now. Poliwag has some unique fusions with Sandy Gas, and I love that they gave us the option to choose the shiny version. Kakia also has some unique ones. He's ready to poke somebody's eye out with that shovel. Now, most gym fights have been kind of difficult just because of Sandy Gas holding everyone back, but Koga was actually super easy. And this is because Typhgas can learn Eruption from the relearners in every Pokemon Center. And this move, paired with Typhgas Speed, just melts every single one of Koga's ice types with ease. There you have it, Eruption. Well, that was easy. It's about time I get a break. From this gym, we can finally get to level 42, and now is where some of these fusions get taken to the next level. Sandy Wrath is pretty basic, however, Palosand's flames are majestic with this one. Not in a flowing kind of way, just the colors. Sandy Cruel doesn't change much, but it is an upgraded version of what we had before. Palavar isn't bad, but I love the Little Mermaid variant that she has. This is the one I'm looking for, Little Mermaid. If you remember that Mudkip we had, well, he's now a Swampert, and this one was awesome. Loved the touch with the broken surfboard. Although I love the variant way more. Oh, this is gonna be good. I love that Charizard sprite too. Oh my god. The sand dust just coming out of its holes. Oh, and they give you the freaking shiny version. Shiny Charizard without hunting it? Don't mind if I do. That Mareep we had is also now an Ampharos, and this is just perfection. I love when Palossand turns into buildings and castles. And the story behind Ampharos and Olivine City makes this so much better. I did catch an Infernape right before Fuchsia. Oh, wow. Is that like a reference? If someone could tell me what this Infernape is, I'd appreciate it. And this one as well. Infernape fusions are top tier fusions. Every time I have one, it's so custom. And I'm not done, because I also caught a Machop earlier in this game, and Machoke has amazing fusions with Palossand. What the fuck? What? We got this guy, and of course, this sick-ass purple building. This game brings me so much joy. Okay, enough of that. It's finally time to fight Water once more, and I don't know why, but this man always has the craziest fusions. I didn't even realize this Electrode and Scissor fusion had Premier Balls as hands. Of course, Water can't stop my Palossand. This is definitely one of my favorites. Right after washing away Water, we team up like Sand and Water do and take on Giovanni. And out of nowhere, Water whips out this. What is that? Hear me out. I know some of you guys are getting ideas. Overall, none of Giovanni's fusions top that Seeking one. And with that, we were on to Sabrina's gym. Yo, champ in the making, Sabrina's Pokemon uses fighting type power, a complete opposite of her. My man's going Super Saiyan. What we got? Miss Loom, fighting ghost type. I mean, whoa, that's pretty cool. I love how Palossand is like, takes up the entire screen. Oh, Palossand is having no trouble at all. Max potions aren't gonna save you. Neither is Recover, because I'm not missing. Just realized Charizard's belly has a hole in it. I think that's Palossand's mouth. That's pretty cool. This is bug type, it's gone. It's gone. Dude, Palossand just destroyed there. From here, we had to go stop Giovanni with his legendary bird trio. But in order to defeat him, I needed some rock types. Look at that. A little bit of coral on the back. That, however, is not what I was looking for. What is that nose? He looks so scared. This is what I'm looking for. Look at that wall. That is a castle, bro. Bowser could be in there. While I'm doing this, though, I might as well get that Goodra from before. Now, if you remember, we did have Goodra, and this one's actually pretty cool. Yeah, that's nice. Not too sure why the ears are blue. Maybe it's like frozen, but I like the little water in the hole. But wait, there's more. You got this one with this little sandcastle on the side. I guess it's just like a little sandcastle that he built, because it looks like he has a bucket on his back. But this is definitely my favorite. Little umbrella on our Sandy Goodra here. And it looks like that's a Krabby. Definitely one of my favorite Palossand fusions. All right. That's pretty all right. It's not the greatest. It's not the best. Golem as well has a custom fusion with Palossand, and it's just another generic little sand guy, but you can't hate him. Oh, he has some more sprites. I like this one. With all those great new fusions, I took on the man himself. No one will ever mess with us now. Meanwhile, I'm a 10-year-old girl right behind you. See, Giovanni doesn't know I know this, right? But I have Palossand, and as long as I just don't die in one hit here and hit this, Safeguard, Articuno Ice Beam Sturdy, Rock Slide, pop all the berries, boom. And I'm dead. But Palossand had to make that sacrifice, as now Palo Aldo here can come in and smack down. Smack down. Oh, he got creamed. All I can do is smack down Articuno. So much for that. Okay, this is not going the way I wanted it to, but I still have Surf. Flamethrower. I'm burned. Ice Beam, I live. Surf. That didn't do anything. Oh no. That didn't go as planned. But my secret weapon, Mag Sand. Yeah, I'm gonna do the exact same lead, right? Palogron, Rock Slide, Live the Ice Beam, Sturdy, Safeguard, Rock Slide, Pop All Berries. I just got a crit, I think, on Moltres. Oh ho ho, but I got a new little team member here who also happens to have Rock Slide. Now the question is, do I live? Because I'm not ground type, so Ice Beam probably won't kill us at all. Flame, again, we lived that. Thunderbolt is gonna kill us. No way, they all three attacked me, bro. What do you mean, dude? Okay, I can try Palopert. Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Surf. Moltres is dead. Moonblast on Articuno. Oh, that was very close. We live. We don't live the Drill Peck. All right, Palolem. I really doubt you're gonna live. I mean, if we can get Articuno out of here, it's the best play. Oh! What a legend! What a legend Palolem is. Amphassand. I brought Amphassand this time because, well, Zapdos is the only thing left, and this is what I wanted. Thunderbolt's probably our best bet here, as he's gonna Thunderbolt us. I think that was a crit. So one more, and that's it. Oh, he just crit us. That could have been bad. With Giovanni defeated, I can now go face him for real in his gym, where apparently no one knows who the gym leader is. I don't even know the identity of the gym leader, bro. He's in the back. He's literally in the back. In fact, what? It's Giovanni. I don't believe you. There's a bulletin board outside. There's a sign outside. There's a sign outside that says it's Giovanni's gym. What are you doing? This man needs to be fired. Giovanni was a water expert this time, and as you can imagine, starting off with a legendary is not a good sign for things to come. Because although that thing went down, I ran into a huge wall. Vapor Wire, who just happens to have Hydro Pump and maybe even a wide lens, because this thing was not missing. It seemed over until Halo Drum might be good because we resist. So it's neutral. Oh, this is so bad because I can't Dragon Pulse. That did half of my shit. It did Last Resort. It didn't kill. Oh, it's being stupid. He's being stupid. Yes. What are you doing, Giovanni? Yeah, it didn't matter though, as he had Kinku next, and it had Disguise as its ability, plus Brine. I will say Palopert almost clutched out, and in fact, I thought he would have lived that Brine if I'm being completely honest. Brine? No! Was that his last Pokemon? On our second fight, I saved Amphassand for Vapor Wire. Thunderbolt. One Hydro Pump. Thunderbolt. How is it not dead? Okay, I think he's out of full restores, which means we Giga Drain here, outspeeding thanks to paralysis. I got super lucky there. In the end, I sacked Amphassand to Kinku and then broke Disguise with Palossand. And now Palopert, being neutral to Brine, was able to get enough Surfs off to win us our final gym badge, as well as some brownie points for stopping all of Team Rocket. From here, Water wanted to fight again, and although he didn't have much, this Charmander and Garchomp fusion gives me beta Garchomp vibes. Garchomp, is that beta Garchomp? On the next couple of routes, there wasn't anything too crazy for Pokemon, except... You guys seeing what I'm seeing? In Victory Road, I did catch a Steelix though, just to show this great fusion. I have blessed your eyes today, so in return, you should totally subscribe. I also caught this Drifblim, and this is a unique one. Most Palossand fusions are castles, and since this is a balloon, it turns it into a bouncy castle. That is so cute. And Hitmonchan just so happens to have a custom fusion that is fighting Ghost. I'm sure you could probably guess what it is. It's a little ring with Hitmonchan, not Hitmonlee though, shiny Hitmonchan, which I think is just adorable. And you can see little Palossand's face there on the ring. These artists have such creativity. Shout out to all of them. Now I did add Hitmonchan to the team in place of Palonape since I needed to get rid of one of our ground types. And with that, we were finally ready to take on the league. Started with Lorelei, the normal type master. Nothing too special here aside from, that is ugly. Whoa. But yeah, pretty easy battle even with a legendary on our team. Next up, Bruno was an electric type team leader, and this was also a very easy fight thanks to, well, our ground types. I will say this Electrode fusion was dope. The fuses were a great touch. Oddly enough, Bruno also had a legendary on his team, and we were winning no matter what, but Palodra decided to be super petty at the end. Dude, Palodra is being petty as fuck. We won, girl. We literally and a crit. Oh my god. Over on Agatha's side, she was a bug master, which I can totally see happening. She had some cute fusions like Herotera, shout out to my Torterra run, and Palossand was our MVP for this fight as nothing could touch him, especially with Air Slash. Agatha, you're not really putting up. That thing is sick. Now, I didn't check what typing Lance was, but I deduced that he was a fairy type master, which was funny as he's normally a dragon type master. Hitmonchan did shine a bit against his first two Pokemon, eventually KOing Lapwire with Thunder Punch, but he stood no chance against Togeape. So I switched into Palossand again. He did almost go down, but as long as we just shore up for health, this thing wasn't touching us. Togarina was a poison type, so I earth powered, but it lived, and he switched again back into his lead, which at that point flinched to an Air Slash. So that was out, and so was this thing. I was kind of confused what Grovion was and realized I was just pronouncing it wrong. It's Growvion. This is Groudon, and man, that was 3 out of the 4 that had legendaries. I actually love when it works out that way. And this guy was tanky. Oh, and he also had its signature move, which was more threatening. But I still had 5 Pokemon up, and Palodra was no force to be reckoned with. With all of them defeated, it was finally time to take on water with our beautiful Palossand fusions. And he was not starting off strong. What is this thing? Honestly, now that I think of it, I think he's mocking me with this fusion, since my starter was Anorith. That's a low blow, water, even for you. Now, for some reason, he just had a regular Rampardos, but I shouldn't have underestimated it. How did that KO me? In one shot. And then you use Screech. What are you doing? What are you doing? You could have killed Palopert at this point if you just didn't use Screech. Actually, no, he used Screech, so that's why I did so much. Hitmonlurk would have just went down with 2 Psychics, but he just had to cop out with all those full restores, and Palavar ended up getting lower rolls, ending in her death. And with that, half of our team was left. For some reason, he did switch out predicting my Shadow Ball, which sucks. But I just decided to stay in and Thunderbolt, and that Night Slash was doing so much. In the end, I was left with just 2 Pokemon. And things were going south, like they always do in this fight. That would have flinch. And we hit the next one. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're not better. He has 3 Pokemon left. Okay, we're still faster. Dead. Dead. Oh, Palossand is being MVP right now of this league. Hack stops. He's going to taunt me, which is totally fine. Earth Power. This thing's a bug type. We totally live that. 100%. Both of these guys are attackers. And they're using special moves. Did I just get a crit? And Election. Alright, Election. Take an Earth Power to the face. Oh, it didn't one-shot. What are you doing? What are you doing yelling? Yelling is not going to make you come back, man. You're not going to make a comeback from this. I'm not going to lie. Water kind of scared me there. Why did I lose? Because you used Screech 2 times. How did you lose? I literally had 2 Pokemon left. The fight literally got turned upside down. It went from me losing to you losing. You held the champion rake for 0.2 seconds. You should be ashamed. Anyways, Palossand fusions are so freaking cool. Let me know which one was your favorite. Mine was definitely Palossand, but Palodra was definitely a close second. That umbrella is just adorable on it.